Well, hello and welcome to a new video where we are going to take a look at the performance of Apex Legends on the Nvidia MX150, and we're playing this at 1080p with basically the low settings here. Basically everything which is taxing the GPU is disabled, but as you can see, we're playing this at the native resolution. And yeah, this is inside the Lenovo ThinkPad T480, which means not only that we have 16 gigabytes of dual channel memory, but also a 15-watt 8-thread and 4-core i7 CPU in the system. So let's go ahead and see how well this will run. As you can see, we're playing duos, so it should give us a good indication how well this runs in trios as well. And yeah, this T480 has pretty strict throttling behaviors, which means that if we are exceeding the 70 degrees temperature limit on the GPU, and I think on the CPU as well, it will throttle pretty heavily. So it is up to us to see how well this, or how much this will impact the performance in this game. And as you can see, we are pretty much throttled on the CPU side here. Or maybe not even throttling. Oh, I think it is throttling here. Yeah. Yeah, it definitely is a little bit on the CPU side, while the GPU still has quite a high boost speed here. But yeah, obviously the CPU is completely maxed out here when playing the game, since it's running at only 1.6 gigahertz right now. So this is obviously not perfect. And probably not even enough for even this MX150 to completely utilize the GPU. So yeah, not a perfect experience. And on the other hand, I can also say that the system is super quiet. Like I obviously get this is a business machine, and in a business environment, you usually want to have a quieter experience over maximum performance. But come on, just give us the possibility to crank up the fans a little more and get some more performance out of it in this case. Because as you can see, we're only at around the 10-watt mark for the CPU, which simply is not enough to properly play this game. So yeah, not really a perfect experience, and only around the 30 FPS, which is really around the same FPS I was getting on the Lenovo ThinkPad T470p in this game. Although I think that was actually at 720p, because the 940 MX was holding back the system in that case. And I'm just gonna go and watch this guy here, so we can look at the game some more. And yeah, you can see we're completely in the CPU limit here, and I really don't know why Lenovo really implemented these kind of harsh throttling behaviors in this system, because this is obviously not really playable anymore. And yeah, if Lenovo didn't do that, and yeah, we're sitting around the 70 degrees mark now, which is what Lenovo wants to, but this is the reason why this game probably runs even better on the Lenovo T460p, which is, what, 2 years older than this machine and has obviously an older architecture GPU in it, due to the fact that it runs, if you wanted to, at the 100 degrees mark. So you would have a very hot system, even though it was very quiet as well, but you definitely get the performance that you're paying for, while we're not even at 1 gigahertz right now, which is absolutely ridiculous. So yeah, I don't really think the T480 is the perfect gaming laptop. T4 obviously it isn't, it is quite old by now, and it never was the strongest gaming machine ever. But yeah, as you could see, that at 100 megahertz on the CPU, like if this would be allowed to run at 15 watts at least, this would probably be here a 40 to 50 FPS experience right now. So this is just a joke, honestly. So yeah, I think Apex Legends not really playable due to the fact that Lenovo throttles just for some reason so super hard. But I guess the MX150, on the other hand, would be easily able to run this at 40 to 50 FPS at 1080p. So I guess you would be fine if you have another machine which actually allows the system to run at the specified limits of the manufacturer of the CPU and the GPU. But yeah, since this Lenovo doesn't, you can expect to see some of this very harsh throttling behavior and in return, not really playable FPS.